I'm going to teach you 2 exercises now to reduce your blood pressure without needing medication, okay? So I won't beat around the bush. I'll show you right now that you can do them at home, without any equipment, okay? The first one is as follows. You're going to find a wall, you're going to lean against the wall. I'm leaning against it here so it's easier for you to see. You're going to lower yourself and leave your leg here, in line with your hip, and stay there. That's basically it. A stationary exercise. Stay here for 2 minutes. You'll feel your leg burning a little. If it's too difficult, you can go up a little more, but you have to hold for 2 minutes, okay? What's the tip? I want you to try to think from 0 to 10 what level of tiredness you're feeling and try to give an answer between 7 and 8, okay? If it's at 9 or 10, then you go up a little more to make it a little easier. If you're at 5 or 6, then you go down a little more, okay? So, try to maintain that position for those 2 minutes. This exercise here we call isometric, but you don't need to focus on that name. It's basically an exercise where you stay still in a position supporting a load, right? Supporting a weight. And what weight am I holding here now? It's the weight of my own body. So the leg already starts working here in the stationary position. This exercise doesn't require any equipment. It's basically your body weight that you do. Hold for 2 minutes. You can do it twice, if it's easy for you, 2, 3 times. It really depends on how much you can handle. And the second exercise is the following. This one will be with equipment. You're going to do the following, or you can also use a weight from home, something like that, but usually the weight from home might not be so heavy for you, because as I said, your level of fatigue has to be at least 8, right? 7, 8, more or less. Okay, let's go. You're going to grab a dumbbell, and if you want one, leave a comment and I can send you a link to one I recommend. But I'll only send it if you ask, okay? So as not to confuse you. And you're going to do this movement here. Stay in the posture and hold here. Hold this position. Notice that my arm muscles are still, but I'm holding a weight. So you're going to hold this position for 2 minutes too. Hold it here, maintain it. If it's too heavy, use something lighter. But these 2 exercises I'm showing you are actually just for illustration, that is, just a demonstration. Why am I saying this? We already know. Scientifically that practically any exercise you do while standing still, that involves a weight, will help reduce blood pressure. So, it could be anything. You could, for example, take this and do this, hold the position for 2 minutes. So, obviously, some exercises will be easier and some will be harder. But basically, that's it, Lucas. Is this the only type of exercise that reduces blood pressure? No, all exercises will reduce blood pressure in some way. But what has proven most effective is the type of exercise where you hold a load, that is, a weight, for a certain period of time. But if you go for a walk, the tendency is for the pressure to decrease. If you do strength training with movement, the tendency is also to decrease, right? But remember, when you start exercising, the tendency is for the pressure to rise first, because imagine, you're sitting here, doing nothing, your pressure is at a certain level. If you start doing any kind of movement, anything at all, your pressure will need to rise because your body has started to move. So it's really necessary that some regions warm up so that the body can have its functions working normally. So, for example, if I get up and start walking, the pressure will rise, that's normal. So don't be alarmed. But after exercise, let's say 10 minutes later, 5, 10 minutes after exercise, the tendency is for blood pressure to decrease. Now imagine doing this once, twice, 3 times over time. And what would be the difference between this and medication? It's precisely that this is a natural way, and you'll be generating positive adaptations in your body, you'll be strengthening your muscles, so you'll have the benefit of reducing blood pressure. It's not about stopping your blood pressure medication at this point, but besides reducing blood pressure, you'll also be improving other aspects of your body, such as cardiorespiratory conditioning, muscle strength, among other things. So, exercise is great for that reason. It won't just treat the consequence of the problem, which is high blood pressure, but it will treat the cause, which is often being sedentary, doing nothing. So it's very important to understand this. So those were the 2 tips I had to give you, these 2 exercises. But as I said, these are exercises to demonstrate. If you want to do any other isometric exercise, as long as the weight is appropriate, it's also valid. It will reduce blood pressure. Some more, some less.
So that's it. If you like this video, share it with other people so they can have access to this information. Subscribe to the channel, comment if you have any questions, and leave a like.